Don't confuse it for the music. Roast chef and Quest. Not me, them probably bands. When they say who's next, I'm part of the ends. No. Liz not playing the fence. We can't make songs if you're friends with them. No way. Me and D, that's a 2-man step. I don't need to step with 100 men. Still need me 100 M's.
What's good, people? It's your boy Rhino. Welcome to Rhino MGTV. This is my Manchester United match reaction. This is Let's Talk United. Make sure you lot are smashing the likes. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I've been away for a minute, busy with other things, but I managed to watch some bits and pieces of the game. Man United 0, Tottenham Hotspurs 3. And like I just said on this, I feel sorry for you, Ten Hag. I honestly feel sorry for this manager, man. And I'm not even going to come on here and start, throwing a lot of shots at him and saying all of this stuff, just cussing him out. He just needs to know what's good for him and make the right decision. Ten Hag, this job is not for you. We are not seeing anything new. Before I previously titled this video, we have learned nothing new. Everything's same old. It's just that it's being exposed now. The same way people are starting to realize how much of a detriment certain players are to our club is the same thing. We're starting to realize everything. That's what hindsight does. That's what time does. Sometimes you might feel like a friend's good for you, or a girlfriend or boyfriend, if you're a female, you might think that person's good for you. Over time, you might see a few red flags. A few people might be giving you warnings, and it's always good to kind of see for yourself. But make sure you do notice the shortcomings. Make sure you do realize, okay, the 7-0s, the 6-3s, the 3-0 at home to Bournemouth, the 4-0 Palace. These are games that shouldn't really be happening in terms of the scoreline. Yeah, we've seen enough from Ten Hag. A lot of people talk about Dutch managers, and Ten Hag for me is the worst out of all. These other Dutch managers are not looking that bad. And even the ones we've had at the club, like Van Gaal, wasn't this bad. There was a style, there was a direction, there was an ethos. There's no ethos, there's no foundation at this club. Yeah? And at this point now, I'm all giving it over to Ineos. Ineos, please, guys. I rate you guys a lot. You guys have done a lot of good decisions. Some of us might question the Ten Hag decision and why you guys kept him, but fair enough. If you wanted to give the manager the benefit of the doubt, put him in a setup where he's got no excuses, because last season he had all the excuses. So if you wanted to set him up in a way that, okay, you know what, cool, no excuses, we're going to give you this, this, and this, we're going to add this support, we're going to relieve you of certain duties, all you need to do is be a coach. He's struggling. He can't do it. He doesn't know what he's doing. His player identity, the way he identifies players is absolutely poor. It's absolutely shocking. His profiling is poor. He put Ahmad on I missed quite a few bits of the game, but there's some bits that I did catch. He's putting Ahmad on. We're 3-0 down at home, and you're putting Ahmad on for the last 10 minutes. To do what? To nick a goal? And even if we nicked a goal, then what? Save the man the end, unless he's just giving him minutes in his legs, because maybe he says he's rotating, but he doesn't have no direction as to how he wants to rotate these players. There's no foundation here. These players play differently every single game. And yes, we're going to see instances where we see certain patterns of play. They say a clock is wrong twice, is right twice. A dead clock is right twice a day. You're going to see it. If you roll a dice, you're going to get 6 sometimes. That's what it is. So for me, I'm not going to blame Bruno's red card. Yes, we could talk about certain issues that we have with Bruno and the fact of his type of profile, how he fits into this club. Bruno's not a bad player, but I'm not even going to talk about the players. I'm not going to talk about Ugarte. I'm not going to talk about anybody. This team is not set up in the right way for us to have any direction moving forward. As some of you guys know, I manage artists. I manage producers. I have a team. We've got assistants. We've got different production team. We've got different people. I might not be perfect. Sometimes I might, take a bit long to reply in general because my phone's always crazy, or, you know what I mean? Everyone has their flaws. But one thing I know my team has in me is trust and belief and respect. And that's one thing a manager needs when you have a team. You need trust, you need belief, and you need respect. And if you don't have any of those, you're set up to fail. Because what's going to happen is when you make certain big decisions, because they don't believe in you as a manager, they're going to question that. As a manager, yes, people should be allowed to question you to a degree, but I feel like, let me move this up a bit. I feel like it depends on like the mentality behind the questioning. If people are questioning you to undermine you, then cool. That can't be happening. But sometimes someone might question you just from constructive criticism. You know what, Gaffer, I think maybe it might be like a suggestion, or it might be are you sure, and whatever. And it's therefore your job to explain that. It's therefore your job as a manager to set a foundation in whatever institute or organization you're in and build something that everyone believes in. And then the more time goes on and the more they start to see it progressing, the more the belief grows. And that's when the trust comes in. If you don't have no trust in the gaffer and every day you're just playing football to just play football, eventually you're going to have bad games like this. Eventually you're going to have games where you're inconsistent. You're going to have it. We're not seeing enough consistency, and that's because there's no foundation set at this club and there's no direction. So every match is something different. Yes, we could talk about good spells that we had at Crystal Palace, but Crystal Palace were poor. We drew with 20. Like, we could talk about mentality, we could talk about players down in tools and whatever, but that all stems from a lack of belief in the gaffer. There's throwing managers under the bus because, you know what, player power. And there's throwing managers under the bus when you just all lose belief. And I think these guys have lost belief, man. Tottenham, at home to Tottenham Hotspurs. We got dunked on by Brennan Johnson and Timo Werner. Make it make sense. And I said to Saeed in the group, I can't remember who I was saying to, I'm sure it was Saeed as well. Big up the Mandem as well. I said, no, it wasn't even Saeed, it was Firms, my producer. Big up Firms FNR. I said to him, bro, I think it was Firms. I'm having a howler right now, like United. But I said to somebody, if Brennan Johnson scores against this club, I think I said this yesterday, it's just the story of Man United. It's crazy, man. And it's the hope that kills you. I tell people, stop believing in things. Stop hoping. It's like you having a girlfriend, yeah? You're a guy, you got a girlfriend, yeah? And someone keeps sending you pictures of them doing things that they shouldn't be doing. Someone keeps sending you videos. Someone keeps telling you stuff. You see the signs, but you keep ignoring it, and then you hope, it's gonna be okay. I was on the Mandem talk the other day, and I was saying to Marcel was saying something along the lines of, you know what? There's been some games that we've been good. Okay, so if you send your girlfriend to 3 different youths' houses, yeah, and she doesn't do something with one of them, whoa, she's doing what she's meant to do, but she does the thing with the other 2. What are you going to turn around and say, at least she didn't do all 3? There's going to be good games. There's going to be moments where you're going to be proven, you're going to, the way the team is set up, yeah, there's going to be certain games where they play well. And that could be because of the opposition. That could be because that day they clicked. But if there's no direction and there's no kind of repeated patterns of play and repeated drills, eventually you're going to just see so many inconsistencies. One day you're going to see Dallo doing certain things, and then for the next couple of games you might not see him do it again. Then certain games you're going to see, you know what I mean? There's just no direction. And I feel like if you don't set a foundation at a club, when you want to be pragmatic and you want to start moving things around, there's no chemistry there, so the team can't even do it anyway. And then sometimes you're going to get lucky and it's going to work. So at this point, I feel sorry for you, Ten Hag. You're telling journalists you feel sorry for them. We, as United fans, feel sorry for you, my bro. Some of them might even not feel sorry for you. You need to fix up, man. And right now, I think it's too late. It's too late. We knew from last season. You feel me? So, Ineos, this is on you, guys. Ineos, it's on you. This is on you now, guys. Ineos, you gotta act now. Act now and act fast. Act now and act fast. You feel me? Because we've seen enough. And like I said, it's the hope that kills you. And I've sat here and I've come to the conclusion that this guy's not the one. So I'm not going to stress myself out. I'm pissed we lost. It's Tottenham. But right now, what more were we expecting? What were you hoping was going to happen? We win and then it's just some short-term kind of feel-good factor for a second. Then you're back to reality again. Back to life. Back to reality. Is that what it's going to be? So yeah, man. It's over with, man. It's over with. Ineos, act now. You guys smash the likes if you haven't. Let's have a conversation in the comments. I'm going to try and be more consistent because I love just talking to you guys and, you know, just chatting in general. So make sure you smash the likes. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And that's it. That's my match reaction. If I missed out anything, just let me know down in the comments, man. It's your boy Rhino, and I'm out. Peace.
Don't confuse it for the music, roast the chef and crème. Not me, them probably bands when they say who's next, I'm part of the ends. I'm Liz not playing the fence, we can't make sons if you're friends with them. Me and D, that's a two-man step, I don't need to step with 100 men. Still, need me 100 M's.